Ski Studios in the house. Don't forget to like and subscribe to your man, Ski, right here. Out here delivering videos for all my YouTube people. Here we go. Alright, this is back in like probably 2005. I was at the Middleton jail, and it was my first time. I was in, I don't know, Volk 1. It was before it was PC. Open bunks, big open dorms, you know what I mean? And first time I went to jail, like, dude, I hung out in the streets, so I'm thinking all my friends are there. I get there. No one. I don't know no one. I'm like, damn, dude. So I'm there, whatever, dude, right? You gotta, to take the shower, you have to have shower shoes. It just sucked, dude. But luckily there was people there. They let you borrow them, whatever. So I'm in there, and it's actually, believe it or not, back then it's very, very race segregated. County jail, you know what I mean? You hear usually county jail ain't usually like that. But in Massachusetts, you could do up to 2.5 years. You can actually do 5 years if you get it on and after. But most county jails over the country, I guess you can only do a year. But you could do more than that there. But this is a pretrial block. It's actually not that bad of a block. It's more not that bad of charges. You know what I mean? Usually there's like a 240C cell. You know what I mean? I didn't go there yet. So I'm in there, you know what I mean? I'm starting to work out because, you're in jail. You want to get tough. And, I'm working out. I'm doing my push-ups. I'm walking around. It's like an L shape. You know what I mean? And then it's got a U on the other side. That's the shower side. That's where all the fights go down and shit. So anyways, I'm in there. And I'm working out. And all of a sudden, I see a kid. A kid comes in that I know. We'll call him John. And Jonathan, we'll call him. And Jonathan, I seen him around Haverhill. He used to sell weed to some of my friends and whatever else. So we're in there. And he's like, hey, you want to work out together? And I'm like, why not, dude? At least I got somebody. But Jonathan is Spanish. So, like, right there, like, some of the white dudes start to look at you a little bit funny. You know what I mean? Because you're hanging out with somebody else. It's crazy, dude, back then. Like, if you gave somebody a soup or you gave somebody a shirt, they better be a white dude. And if not, you better be in a gang or some type of shit. So, whatever, dude. Me just hanging out with him, it was a little bit weird over that. So, we're hanging out, and we're working out, whatever, and we even kind of, like, made a little bit of food together. But this block is filled with a bunch of people from Lynn. And they all roll together. Like, dude, let's say there was 100 people in there. 80, 100 people in there, right? And probably 30 of them were from Lynn. So we're working out, and they're all in a group together. And a gang. They're in a gang together. And the Lynn people, and it's actually like when you're in the gangs are some of the gangs are mixed, and if you're not in a gang, they got the Spanish, the nitties, and then they got the white dudes. There was no gang for the white dudes. It was just like independent white dudes all hang together in a group. But I kind of hung out with this kid or whatever, and I actually talked to some of the Lynn kids. But this kid comes in, and I don't know, they were saying he smelled a little or whatever, and they were busting on him a little, right? So there was a little kid there, a little kid from Lynn, and he was starting to bust on Jonathan. So Jonathan was talking to me, and he's acting like, oh, yo, dude, like he's busting on this kid back. And I'm like, bro, you're saying it a little bit aggressively. You ain't going to have to fight him, bro. They're going to jump your shit. And he's like, oh, no, dude. I could break him. I'm like, bro, I know you. You don't even really fight in the street, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I used to fight. You know what I mean? I ain't the toughest kid, bro, but I did throw down a lot back then. I really actually did. I did a lot. I used to start a lot of problems, but I was out of control. And so anyways, this we're working out together. And, this kid's, like, secretly giving little jabs to this kid and whatever else. So one day, you know, it's a pretrial block. People are coming in all the time. People coming in and leaving. So all of a sudden, this other kid comes in, and we'll call him Ricky. So Ricky comes in, and he's actually takes over the Lynn kids, and he's actually pretty friggin' big. He's like really big, dude. He's probably like 210. So he's not wicked tall. He's probably like 5'10", 210. He's not jacked, but he's got size to him. You know what I mean? So friggin' this kid's making fun of that little kid, and whatever, dude. So whatever, we're working out. We keep working out every day, and he's like, oh, you know, can I borrow your radio? And I'm like, bro, I don't know if you should borrow my radio. I just don't, you know. He's like, oh, bro, come on, man. Da, da, da. I'm like, whatever, man. Whatever, borrow my radio. So, you know, I don't know. I go in the shower or whatever else, and I come out, and I'm sitting on my bunk, drying my feet off. You know what I mean? Trying to get my socks and stuff on or whatever else, and I see this kid, my buddy Jonathan, coming. Well, he's walking towards me, and all of a sudden that kid Ricky and the little kid walk up to him. I'm like, what's gonna happen here? Well, the kid fucking smacks him. Boom! He goes, yeah, you're a bitch, and he smacks him, dude, and he just friggin' rips the radio right out of his hand. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, right? So I freaking go over to the kid and I go, you gotta fight that kid. He's like, oh, no. I'm like, bro, he called you a bitch in front of everybody. He's like, oh, no, don't worry. I'm like, dude, what about my radio? He's like, I'll get you a new radio. I go, bro, you're making me look messed up. You know what I mean? I'm chilling with you. You know what I mean? Like, you're the kid I'm chilling with and you just got smacked. Friggin', Oh, come on, Chris, come on, dude. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? I'm like, you're making me have to do this, bro, and you started it. So it's like now I'm not even talking to him anymore, and I end up going over to the kid. I'm like, yo, that radio is mine, dude, and I want it back. He's like, oh, no, but I took it from the kid, da da da, and we start getting into a little bit of an argument. Well, the CO's here. And they start to walk over, and they're like, oh, I'm like, nothing, no problem. You know what I mean? You can't start in front of COs. So, you know, I let it go, and I friggin' go back to my thing. I ain't letting it go, but I'm letting it go right there, because I'm not trying to, like, start nothing. You know what I mean? Like, in front of the COs. So, whatever, a little bit of time goes by, and we're in the gym, and I end up friggin' going up to the kid again. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not letting that chick go. He's like, dude, if you do something, dude, I'll beat you and everybody else in here and whatever else. And like, what do you think happens? The CEO comes back over again. But it's like, bro, I'm about ready to have to fight this kid. So, as it start, you know, we're in the gym and friggin' whatever, they're watching us. So, you know, the rest of the gym time goes by, you know what I mean? I do my workout. We go back. When we go back, a kid pulls me over to the side. And it's one of the white dudes. He's like, yo, what happened? And I run down and tell him the whole story. He's like, yo, no black dude is taking shit from a white dude. He's like, don't worry, you're getting your radio. He goes, you look like you're standing up, whatever, you're getting your radio. So they end up having a meeting. The white dudes and these gang dudes from Lynn. So they meet up, and here's the conclusion. The dude's giving me my radio back, and Jonathan has to pay the dudes from Lynn. He's got to pay them $80. He's got to pay the white dudes $20 for having to deal with this shit, and I get my radio back. Everything's all good. He says something to me, like Jonathan comes up, he's like, oh, dude, what are you doing, man? You made a big problem. I go, bro, what do you expect me to do? I ain't gonna sit here, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and I ain't looking like a punk, bro. Like, what do you think, man? So, dude, he's pissed at me, but I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you did it, you started bitching at the kids, and then when it came down to it, you didn't stand up, you're a bitch. So, whatever, dude. So, we're lining up for lunch. And, like, you know, there's like a big gate, like big metal gate, like you'd see in things with the bars. Like that's how you get out. So we're all lined up at that, waiting to go to friggin' chow or whatever. That's what they call it in jail. You know, make it sound like animals. Chow. You don't want to chow. Chow. Line up for chow. So, anyways, we line up, and what do you think happens? Jonathan comes up and just blasts me, dude, out of nowhere, suckers me, right? We end up getting into a fight. Boom, boom, boom. This, you know, the COs are hitting the buttons, whatever. And I guess in the middle of the fight, they told me to stop. So I didn't stop. I'm in the middle of a fight. How you going to stop? So they did like a suplex. They grabbed me around my waist and friggin' whipped me up. Look at my thumb came all the way back to here, dude. It was a big thing, right? They friggin' bring me to the hospital. Yeah, you know, no, before they bring me to the hospital, I used to have my nipples pierced. They got one person on one side with plies and another person on the other side. I'm thinking, bro, this is crazy. So they friggin' ended up, they did it, and then they got it open. They ended up getting, because it was that ball, the one with the ball in the middle. And they got, dude, one on one side of plies, one on the other, trying to open the shit up, bro. I'm like, this is like friggin' Saw, dude. Like, you're gonna rip my nipple off. Rip my fucking nipple off, dude. Like, I don't know, it looks alright, dude. It was hanging by a little strand. They got it, though. They got it off. So, they bring me to the, they ended up, oh yeah, and then they try to get my thumb in. They keep jamming it, wouldn't go in. They had to bring me to the hospital. So I go to the hospital, and what do you think happens? I go back to the hole. Well, you know what? I think that's enough for this story. I will tell the story about how I get in a hole in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Ski Studios. Come on, support your man. I didn't smoke this time. So hopefully it will go in the algorithm a little bit better. Smile, people. It's your boy.